How's it going, YouTube? You got the Stat Text here. I'm Nightman.
And I'm King Duff, and we got 4 more exciting battles to analyze for you today.
I had a surprise encounter on the ladder this week. As you can see in Battle 3, we went up against a Whimsicott Terrakion combo, which used to be quite common, but has since fallen off a bit. I've not seen anything to indicate a reinsurgence of this combo in the meta, but it looks like it is still floating around a bit, so something to be aware of for sure. If you never come up against this combo, generally Terrakion will have the Justified ability, with Whimsicott running the move Beat Up, allowing it to side proc Terrakion's Justified, which increases its attack significantly. Of course, any Pokemon with the Justified ability can do this, not just Terrakion, so be mindful of that. Other than that, it was really just a lot of the usuals, Landorus, Incineroar, and or Tornadus pretty much across the board for all our battles. These are some of the more common Pokemon running around in the meta currently, so you should really expect to see at least one of them on every team you come up against.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised to see the Genies in both my matchups today. Just like you said, they're easily some of the most common support Pokemon. We don't see Thundurus this week, though he is just as common. It is worth noting that I've seen Thundurus being run more offensively than defensively, taking advantage of his Defiant ability and his solid move pool. Zacian, of course, is making an appearance. As we've noted previously, he is one of the strongest restricted mons you can run right now. Screen support in the form of Gmax Lapras is quite common in the meta currently from what I've seen, and usually a Pokemon with Intimidate, likely Incineroar, but it may also be Landorus. Rotom Heat was quite a problem for my Calyrex as it walls me quite well, which was something I was worried about from the start of my last battle.
It seems like the meta is starting to find its footing, so to speak. I'm seeing a lot of similar Pokemon across most teams now, filling similar roles. There's also some less common picks, of course, but generally speaking, we're starting to see a bit more consistency in the types of teams popping up on the ladder than we were at the start of this season. That makes right now a good time to try and find those less common strats and maybe catch your opponents off guard. But the other side of this would be that a more consistent meta is going to be a bit harder to experiment in, as players are going to be comfortable and pretty familiar with most teams and what they can do at this point.
So with that, we want to know what restricted Pokemon you're running currently and why. As you can see, I'm running Calyrex Ice Rider, as it's personally my favorite restricted Pokemon.
My answer would of course be the same, as I did change up my team and now I'm using Ice Rider Calyrex as well. Though it's not my favorite restricted Pokemon, it does seem like a solid choice for the current meta. So let's take a look at these battles, and we'll catch you at the end for the post-analysis. Alright, looking for a trainer here. There we go. Opposing trainer has been found. Hopefully we can do some work on this rank. Switched my team up a little bit here. Let's see. So this looks like an Incineroar start for the Intimidate. That's what I would assume. I'm going to go ahead and start Colossal Mimikyu. That way my Calyrex doesn't get intimidated. This Colossal's a special attacker, so Intimidate shouldn't be detrimental to me there. And I think we're going to bring Amoonguss? Grimmsnarl, actually, for Sucker Punch on the Calyrex. Shadow, I like that. That's what we're going to do. I don't want my Calyrex getting intimidated, so we're going to try and take that Incineroar out. Or position ourselves in a way to where Calyrex can't take the Intimidate. Incineroar and Urshifu, okay. Well, here's Mimikyu and Colossal, so enjoy that. Now, I'm pretty sure you fake out. I'm just worried that you might try and Dynamax your Urshifu, which seems like it would be insane. We're gonna do this. Yeah, Wicked Blow. Alright. Does that KO? I don't think it does. No, very good. So we're going to take this Meteor Beam, get our +1 special attack. This should kill Incineroar, I believe. Oh, he avoided the attack? What a champion. What a champion. Alright. Well. Does he have a switch into that? Not really. What I am going to do, though, I think we're going to protect... Actually, we're going to go ahead and switch into Grimmsnarl here. We're going to Dynamax, and we're going to Vocalith. No switch from there. Oh, well, I guess I would go first. Trick Room's up. Alright, no switch from there in, so that's good. This should kill Incineroar here. Urshifu might close combat, which would be a bit unfortunate. But if I can get that Incineroar out of here and not take a parting shot, that'd be phenomenal. Perfect. Okay, so there's Incineroar gone, which I was quite worried about that for my Calyrex, so I'm glad to see that. I thought you might try and take Mimikyu out. Grimmsnarl doesn't much mind. Vocalith damage. And now, do you bring out your Calyrex, I would assume? The Arrogant, look at that. Okay. No, you bring out your Regieleki. Alright, well. I could get a Reflect up here. But with Trick Room up, I think I can just do this. And that. I think that's the play. One of them might protect, but... Okay. So you're going to take this Vocalith. And then Urshifu's going to take that Spirit Break. That's a lot of damage through that Protect. I know they're not happy about that. Here's Spirit Break for you. Very, very good. Kind of thought they might double protect once Regieleki protected, but alrighty. I guess they were hoping I didn't have a fairy move on Grimmsnarl there. Didn't have coverage for them. And here's Calyrex the boy. Alright. Well, I've got a Sucker Punch with your name on it. And honestly, they might protect. How many turns of Trick Room are left? 2? Protecting here doesn't really help them unless they go for the double protect, which I guess they could. But I'm going to go ahead and hit Calyrex here. I don't need to risk the double. Okay. So I guess they could do something with Regieleki here if they did decide to protect Calyrex. But Sucker Punch should do some serious work, and then this Vocalith should clean it up. I'm at +1. They did max guard. Very good. Very nice. So, alright. What does Regieleki do now? Thunderbolt. And a Grimmsnarl. Oh, and takes it out. Okay. I didn't anticipate that. I didn't think it would take it out. But that's fair. Well, I've just got my Calyrex now, so I don't think this is what you wanted to see. Here's Calyrex Ice. Now, I mean, maybe you get the double max guard, but is that really worth it? You could certainly try. You can certainly try for it. Unless I'm tripping and Trick Room, yeah, I was gonna say unless Trick Room expired, but it shouldn't have. So, yeah, we're gonna Flamethrower and Glacial Lance, and that should be it. They might get the double max guard. Protect on Regieleki, cool. Okay. Okay. I'm okay with this. Regieleki dies to Vocalith damage anyways. You take that. And then Mimikyu has Shadow Sneak, so I don't think this is gonna go how they want. I mean, maybe they protect again? Vocalith should be expired, right? Yeah. So maybe they protect again here, but I don't think they do. They might try for it. We'll see. They did not. They did not. So yeah, that worked out rather well. Got a little bit close there at the end. Had I not had Shadow Sneak on Mimikyu, that could have got a little dicey, but very, very good.
Alright. Ladder grind ain't going as well as I thought, but you know, we're still on a positive win streak, well, positive win rate. So if I can keep that up, it'll be alright. Alright, the symbol names. And so we got some genies, we got Kyogre. Definitely pretty positive that weakness policy is on their Tyranitar, so I want to watch out for that. But being that I have Pheromosa 4 times weak, I really doubt he's living anything. So I'm not too scared of a Porygon lead here. Outside if he does leave that Tyranitar. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do. He does have a Tailwind option, which would make him faster than my Pheromosa. We're going to go Calyrex. No, okay, we're going to go Calyrex. Cresselia here. Porygon looks nice, but I don't like playing him if I don't lead him. Pheromosa definitely has to come. And I'm thinking Tapu Fini, as she matches up pretty well into three of the Pokemon my opponent wants to bring. And if I don't lead Porygon, I don't like bringing him. Zapdos is decent, but I think we're gonna bring Fini here. Fini getting some playtime off the bench. I haven't really been using her that much, but you know, hopefully this isn't too loud. Let me try and turn that down. Yeah, hopefully it's not too loud. Apologize for that. Like to hear some Pokemon game sounds while I'm playing. This lead isn't too bad. Cinderace definitely is a problem, but I can max guard, and I don't think... Or protect. I'm going to protect. I'm going to protect Trick Room, because while I think protecting keeps me from taking anything from Kyogre, and hopefully, you know, they target the Calyrex. I'm quite positive they are. I'm thinking they're gonna Water Spout and double into Calyrex because he is the problem. But they could call my protect. It is kind of an obvious play from my lead. If they're thinking I'm gonna trick them. I know pretty common, at least when I go against Cresselia, I think they're using Ally Switch most of the time. That's at least what I see them using a lot more. So no protects on their end, which is alright. You know, I didn't attack, so Water Spout. Cresselia shouldn't, you know, she's not gonna like this, but I don't think she's gonna die from this. No, not at all. And borrowing what my man, okay, Max Darkness into somebody. Hopefully it's not Cresselia. It's Calyrex, good. And he pops my weakness policy. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Then the special defense drop blows. But no, I can't ally switch here. Maybe he calls it. I do want to attack his Kyogre. Now I know I'm going first. So Helping Hand is probably my play, just to ensure that I kill. I don't think he has Protect on Kyogre. I've never seen a Protect on Kyogre, at least ones that I've faced. He's not protecting himself, unless I'm mistaken that the Dynamax animation goes off before. I'm not quite positive. Which funny, because the turn before I just protected, but I really didn't, you know. I guess I didn't pay attention. But we'll see here if he protects with his Kyogre. I don't believe he will. Nope. It's not a very common thing to see. The special defense drop helps. Well, it doesn't, you know, it's not a defense drop is what I'm saying. Yeah, Kyogre is down, so there goes their restricted mon. Under Trick Room, Calyrex is disgusting. I do think he will try to attack Calyrex once again. But I'm going to definitely... I can't allow him to get out of this turn. Cinderace. Because with Max Darkness, it's looking like he may have Sucker Punch. And Sucker Punch completely defeats the purpose of me putting up Trick Room. I don't need him attacking me. He could Max Guard here, which would be quite a play. Because that ensures him that he gets that off. And, you know, he won't be dying from my move. But I think what helps me against around that is also ally switching. I haven't used it yet. I don't need it now. Or Rock Slide might. Ooh, see? But also do have Tapu Fini in the back. And Tapu Fini likes her matchup into Cinderace. So I think in here I am going to Max Quake into my boy T-Tar. And just to make sure my Pokemon in the back, Tapu Fini and Pheromosa. Well, see, you know... Well, see, I got Trick Room up, so Pheromosa is not too much of a... She's actually, you know, not quite good right now. So, I still think I will do that. Because I don't want him on the field. I am +1, so I don't believe I need the help with the Helping Hand. But I will ally switch here, just in case. Just in case I think he will rock slide, but I'm ally switching just in case it's a double up with a single target move. I don't want that happening. I'd rather Cresselia go down at this point, but it's not looking like that wave that may be the case. Yeah, he's not enjoying that. I wish these special defense boosts did more for me, but Calyrex is already highly defensive, plus Dynamaxing, you know, that helps him out. Helps him a lot. I don't necessarily think I'm going to die here. I also did ally switch, so we'll see who he chose here. Cresselia, good. All right. Now here I can bring in. Well, ooh, Cresselia going down. Ooh. Really, the answer is to well, I can live a max darkness, so I think I can live a sucker punch. I'm not 4 times weak to that. Thank God. That's definitely not something he wanted to see. So with Landorus here, does he protect? I don't. You know, people have been teching a lot of protects on Pokemon, especially, you know, I do notice in VGC. Because it's great, especially with Dynamax. But here, with the Landorus, they usually run Fly. I have seen a Protect here and there, but right now I'm not too worried about that. Because as you can see, it's 3-2. My last Pokemon in the back matches up quite well with Cinderace. So I think if I can pick the KO up here, I'm going to double attack. And I'm going to max Hailstorm into, I think it will be Landorus. Whereas I could kill, yeah, Sucker Punch. I kind of figured that was happening, but I'm quite positive I can. Yeah. I was quite positive I could live that. Landorus I don't think comes out of this turn unless he's sashed. But even if he's sashed. Yeah, that's Sash Landorus, whereas I've seen one, and nothing I've played against. It's nothing, you know, I believe to be too common. But the hail would take care of that anyways, so. Calyrex, I believe, is at +2 or 3 right now. Though, honestly, I'm not, you know, I wasn't. The boosts weren't part of my game plan, they're pretty much added benefit. Just makes it a lot easier to snowball. Here I think, you know, my opponent doesn't have many outs. He can Sucker Punch here, so what I'm going to do is Drainy Kiss. And I'm going to Protect. Because he's dark, Drainy Kiss he's not going to enjoy. He won't be going first. I got one last turn with Trick Room. So he didn't Sucker Punch. Good on him. You know, it was my team matchup outside of, I believe he had an Incineroar, which, I believe he had an Incineroar, I could be mistaken, but I believe I had the better restricted mon coming into this. Kyogre's, his spread damage is nice, but being that people don't like to max him at times, or they seem to rely on Water Spout more than anything, and that was something I was doing, relying on power more than trying to be a little bit more strategic. So, but you know, that battle was good, showcased why I like Calyrex in positioning properly and what he can do for you. All right, we'll see how this next battle goes.
Yeah, there we go. Got somebody. Alright, 11,054. I haven't seen Terrakion in quite a bit. Okay. Interesting. So, what are you going to do? Beat up? Justified beat up? It's definitely a good strat. I think, I mean, if you do that, I'm going to be hurt. Even through a protect, that's going to hurt. So, I mean, I could max guard. But I like having Rage Powder for that. And then depending on what they start, I can always kind of switch in Calyrex, get that Trick Room, and switch. And then I think I want to go ahead and bring... We're going to bring Grimmsnarl. I like to have Sucker Punch for the Calyrex Shadow. Just makes me feel safe. They like to do a lot of protects. A whole lot of protect posturing to get around there, but if you find yourself in the right position, Sucker Punch is quite handy. Yeah, looks like it's going to be beat up, so I'm glad I have my Rage Powder. Oh wait, does that affect Whimsicott? Follow Me, I think, is what I actually wanted here. So that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate, but I think we're going to be okay here. We're going to Spore and we're going to Trick Room. And... Alright, fair. That's a fair play. Well. Oh, Amogus. Okay. If they had taunted Mimikyu there, that would have been phenomenal. But, okay. Very good. Very good. So, then, I think what we do here is switch into Grimmsnarl. And taunt Terrakion might be cool. Obviously, I want to taunt Whimsicott, but I'm not positive that's going to matter too much. Very good play. What do you do here? Are you resetting Trick Room then? Maybe I should have taunted Whimsicott. Okay. I should have taunted Whimsicott. I don't know really why I taunted Terrakion there. But that's okay. So we're going to do that. And we're going to Trick Room again. We're playing a fun game here. So I can taunt their Whimsicott. But then I can't get Trick Room off again. I think if I Trick Room, but if they double Trick Room, well, then your Terrakion just takes damage. Yeah, so they're going to go for the beat up stuff, which I'm okay with. Hopefully they kill Grimmsnarl here. Reflect might have been good. Reflect might have been good. Yeah, I definitely should have taunted Whimsicott. Not sure why I taunted Terrakion. Obviously, I don't want to get taunted anymore, but good on them. That protect. I should have taunted Whimsicott. There was really no reason. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. They're probably gonna hit Mimikyu here. One would assume. To stop Trick Room from going back up. Awesome. So yeah, that's going to be it for Mimikyu, I think. Yep. That hurts. But, I mean, I misplayed. So, good for them for having Trick Room on Whimsicott to reset that. Oh, and of course they have that. Oh, okay. White Herb. Odd. But alright. We'll take that. And I think what I do here is I bring Amoonguss out. And you probably protect, one would assume. But you might just say, you know what, I'm going to hit Amoonguss. I'd assume you protect though, and then... I don't know though. I'm pretty confident that you're pretty confident you're just going to kill it. So, I think I have to do this. Sacrifice Amoonguss. Alright. They might hit Grimmsnarl. Either way, I'm okay with that. Because now, you get put to sleep. And Calyrex comes in with a guaranteed turn to sleep. So I will take that. Now we're not in the best position, obviously, but they have to sleep this turn. Whimsicott could switch into something, but honestly, I'm going to do this. If Whimsicott doesn't switch, they're going to take a hard hit. And not a lot to do with the Amoonguss here, so we'll just protect. I could have Rage Powdered, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't, pretty positive that doesn't affect Whimsicott, and there's that. So, very good. I could have Spored there for that reason, but that probably would have been a better play. Yeah, that's a good amount of damage there. Good amount of damage. Okay, so Terrakion comes back. I mean, this will kill both of them, but do I Dynamax to live? Oh, wait. You took Whimsicott off the field. So I can just Rage Powder. Hopefully Terrakion stays asleep. Of course he wakes up. One turn sleep. Love it. That happens pretty much every time, so that's a loss. Had we got that sleep though, we could have pulled this game back. But, you know, I shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. Taunting Terrakion. I think it was turn 2. That was just kind of foolish. So, shouldn't have done that. But yeah, that one turn sleep was really unfortunate. I guess, I don't think Dynamax really would have even saved me there. He was at what, +4 or 5? I don't really think it would have mattered. Maybe it would have. But that wake up is what they needed, and that's what they got. So, we'll catch you next time.
So yeah, the grind isn't going as well as I wanted it to. I apologize for my lack of uploads compared to my co-host Nightmare. He's really been grinding away. Really impressive. And I'm really excited for this week's battle report. guys get to see some new stuff from a man Nightmare. Alright, opposing trainer's been found. Not good at reading those. So, Zacian. Oh, Zacian. And I don't like the Rotom Heat. I really don't. Whew. Just because he can Will-O-Wisp. Screens. He has a lot of things he can do here. I think my initial answer here is going to be trying to get up Trick Room. Because I don't see how I can't leave Pheromosa against this. I want to so badly. I think what I do here, because I want the U-turn, where he still can fake out, and that's the problem. Do they run fake out though? Do they run fake out? I think I'm going to try this lead. It's not a lead that I've used before. But I'm not feeling good about Porygon. He's only good into 1, maybe 2 of his Mons, but maxing. Zapdos is good. I do want to bring Zapdos, as he defeats 3, possibly 4 of his Pokemon. Calyrex has to come because he's my strongest Pokemon. I don't like Tapu Fini at all. And like I said, like I've said in earlier games prior to this one, if I'm not maxing Porygon first turn, or at least as my lead, I kind of struggle to use him. Not struggle, I don't feel comfortable is what I should say. I like her outfit. I've always said in games that girls have greater options to look better with outfits than boys do. Which is, I don't know how that sounds, if I'm jealous or whatnot. I mean, I really am, because it just doesn't seem like they put the same thought into, what you can wear as a male in most video games. Just a little personal gripe of mine. So here, he could fake out. And that's a huge problem. Trick Room doesn't help. Let's see. What does he do here? I'm going to Ally Switch, just in case. But I will be close combating Zacian. I do see him faking out into Pheromosa, possibly doubling up with the fake out Behemoth Blade. Which is what I would do. She's commonly sashed. I mean, that's really the only item on her. He doesn't fake out though, so I'm glad to see that. Taunt, beautiful. I don't know. Well, I can see why he wanted that. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, taunting that Pokemon is it's highly advantageous if you can get it off, but I do run a Mental Herb, and the Ally Switch proved to be very, very great for me. Now here, does he switch? I personally want to switch myself because I believe he does switch, because he's not going to want to take another close combat. That turn didn't go well for him. Now, what does he have in the back? I can check. What would be a great switch out for him? Landorus might be nice. So I think here what I'm going to do is I'm going to U-turn. Because even if he doesn't switch, Pheromosa's stash is still intact. And I'm going to Helping Hand. Because I think he tries to, Ally switches. It's in his head. It's definitely in his head. He doesn't switch, which is, terrible. He protects. Good. I didn't want him to attack, not gonna lie. Tricking my item. Who'd he trick? My Focus Sash? He took my Focus Sash. So that's not good. Now I'm thinking I could Trick Room here. Who's in the Pokemon in the back? Well, there's Merit. Not necessarily Merit. Can I? What do I do here? If I can switch out Cresselia, I could possibly speed swap. I think that's what I am going to do. I think that's what I am going to do. Because I don't think they double up here. They may, though. I'm going last. So we're going to close combat here. And we're going to help a hand, apparently. That's what I get for... Oh, that's what I get, man. It happens to me quite a lot. Substitute? Okay. Spirit Breaker into Cresselia? No. Into Pheromosa. So Focus Sash is down. Oh, I forgot he tricked it. So I am okay with that on the... Okay, I'm gonna go with Calyrex. Or do I go with my boy? I think I go here with Zapdos. I am slower. I can detect though, which is a bonus. Detect and Trick Room I think is the play. He is quite fast. And he has a substitute up. So we're going to detect. No, I don't want to change Pokemon. And we are going to Trick Room. Because I think he thinks I Ally Switch again. And if that is the case, I need to at least outspeed next turn. Because I don't believe I... Oh, that's perfect. Oh, well, it's not perfect. Behemoth Blade. Okay, Trick Room going up. So, Scary Face, Trick. I don't know if he has Fake Out as he didn't use it. Spirit Break. And what else? So I'm gonna Heat Wave here. I gotta break that. And I'm going to Energy Ball. As hopefully Energy Ball will take out this man's substitute. I doubt it. But if it does, then Heat Wave can pave the way. Heat Wave can pave the way. Alright. Yeah, I think he's really worried about that Ally Switch. Alright. Well, yep. Yeah, like I said, I didn't expect that to happen. So. But I had to try, because if that did pick up the KO, it would have been nice. Behemoth Blade into, I think it's Cresselia, but it, you know, he could have, oh yeah. Look, the reason why I thought it was Cresselia there is because he did Spirit Break into Cresselia, and that's pretty much his only, Zapdos is a problem for his team right now. You know, he definitely could protect here, which I'm thinking that's what he's going to do. To stall out as many turns as he can. I'm still going to Heat Wave in case he doesn't. I can't take that chance. But I'm going to Heat Wave here. Max. And we'll go ahead and max. Yeah. Max Hailstorm here, Stab, my strongest move. All my moves are effective against Grimmsnarl, so it's better to go with Stab. Don't have to worry about his Sash anymore. But the Hailstorm will pick up, will be there in case there's other Sash users. Like I said, I think he's protecting here, but oh, that's me. I was gonna say, he's Dynamaxing, and he still has his Dynamax in the back. I need to remember that. I am liking that I'm under Trick Room right now, so I will be going first. Benefit of my man being a giant ice horse. He's kind of slow. 50 base speed isn't something to knock at though, as with the IVs. Yeah, there goes that. I apologize. Alright, yeah, I apologize. It seems like my mic is having a little bit of troubles, but we're back to the battle. Rotom Heat, I'm not liking that. It can definitely Will-O-Wisp me. Levitate is also a problem. I do have to remember it has that. But here I will be Heat Waving. I still cannot allow him to do anything. Max Hailstorm, Max Overgrowth. What would be better here? Well, actually, I think what I may do, I can Thunderbolt. Oh, it's not very effective. None of these are. Okay, so we're going to go here, and we are going to Max Hailstorm once again into Rotom. Okay, Dynamax Rotom. That's nice. Max Flare may be coming my way, but honestly, Calyrex, his tankiness. It would have been nice if I got a special defense boost, but I don't think I could have risked it. Max Guarding is okay here. He's trying to stall out my Trick Room. But honestly, the only person that I am worried about right now is the Rotom. But he maxed, so the threat of Will-O-Wisp is out of here. Whereas my Calyrex will be going down now. Well, not down. He'll be losing his Dynamax. I'm not actually too afraid of that. I do have the option of protecting next turn. Possibly taking a Max Flare. And getting my Weakness Policy proc. Well, honestly, I will like, well, see, Landorus. Intimidating me is not going to help as, I think I'm neutral now. Let me check. Yes, I'm neutral. I got one more turn of Trick Room. Oh. Excuse me. So I think here, I want to Hurricane. I want to get as much damage as I can into. Oh, I have another turn of Max. That. So I think here I go for Landorus. Like I said earlier, they don't commonly run Protect. If I can get my Weakness Policy proc here, it's beautiful. Yeah, that was to be expected. Landorus 4 times weak to Ice. Really, to me, is his only weakness, especially with Calyrex Ice running around. And a lot of Lapras. Laprai, I don't know how you say that. Oh, yeah. Whereas, it will do more damage now in the sun. I don't think I will be dying from another one. It doesn't look like it did over 40%. It looks like it did a little bit under, it looks like it did around 30, maybe 35. I don't like that damage, I'm not gonna lie to you. Because if for some reason Calyrex does go down here, which, you know, could be quite possible. So he took 70 damage and he was Dynamax, so that would be 140 now. And then the sun, yeah. Well, no, that would have been... Yeah. So I think I Thunderbolt here. And I Protect. The OM +1 Trick Room is over, I believe. Pokemon. Yeah, Trick Room is over. And Protecting here at least allows me to quite possibly live. And bring him out of his Dynamax. And then I think I can live with Flamethrower. But we'll see. That still was a lot of damage. It does help that neither of these Pokemon, he doesn't do much damage into me, but I'm not getting much damage off into him. So, So I think here, I doubt I outspeed him. 50 base speed is quite problematic. But if I can live a flamethrower, oh, it's overheat. Yeah, I'm definitely not living that. So it is up to Zapdos. Rotom Heat was the problem that I thought. That Levitate ability, it really screws me. But, what is that? Why didn't that happen after I attacked him? Well, I don't like that. I was thinking I may had a chance. I get to go first. Maybe could get some Paras. But with that damage, yeah. Life Orb happening to me. Electro Web. Oh, he dodged it. Sick. Alright, let's try this one. Well, actually, let's see what's in. See me turn to Sunnies. He's got one Turtle Sun left. So I think here I'm going to protect. Just in case he's overheating again. Don't want to take one of those in the sun. Rather dampen the damage. Because I'm at least 2 attacks away. So I guess he can't. Can he not overheat anymore? It seems like that would be the play. What is slowing me down going to do? But we'll see. We shall see. It's coming down to a very gritty battle. For crit, I got a crit! I got a crit! Yes! Thank you! Zapdos coming in clutch. Oh, that crit definitely mattered. I'm sorry for my opponent. You know, he played very well. At least positioned his Rotom in a favorable position against my restricted. Calyrex doesn't like him at all. Levitate blocks the only attack that he would have super effective against him, and he walls him, as you can see. He did. Putting up the sun helped. It didn't allow me to take that second move, but I think protecting allowed me to stall out his Dynamax, because I would have died there with Calyrex, and then he would have had an additional Dynamax move to put in the Zapdos. So that crit definitely mattered, as I was 2 attacks away. But that's the benefit of going first. Actually, I'm pretty sure anybody watching my videos will know about Cybertron. He has been talking about the benefit of going first because of critical strikes and secondary effects on moves. So, that right there can show you the benefit of it. Electro Webbing, I see. If that was the case while he was Electro Webbing to mitigate those type of risks, that was a good plan on his end. I do think Overheat was his better chance, looking at the damage that I was doing to him and because of my own Life Orb damage. But it just seems like maybe he wasn't confident in Overheat attacking again. I believe Overheat gets rid of your special attack. Once again, I wasn't really paying attention to that part, which I should have. That's a slight on my part. But I get really enthralled in these battles, so yeah, that was a good one. And I'm quite happy with it, so yeah.
The takeaway from these battles leaves us with a number of talking points. My first battle was pretty straightforward, not a lot of surprises there. However, I did just want to touch on the turn when I let Regieleki KO my Grimmsnarl. Reflecting on that, it would have been better to target Calyrex with Sucker Punch from Grimmsnarl, as that more than likely would pick up the KO on Calyrex if it didn't protect from that range. And then target Regieleki with Colossal. That way both opposing Pokemon are covered, and I'm not leaving Regieleki open to just do free damage. While Grimmsnarl going down wasn't the end of the world, I didn't need to allow it to happen at all, and could have played that a bit cleaner.
I agree. Grimmsnarl dying wasn't detrimental in hindsight, but seeing where you can clean up your play makes you a better overall trainer. My first game, I knew positioning my Calyrex under Trick Room would be my win condition, though for that to happen, my opponents Incineroar and Cinderace needed to be taken out. This was my reason for bringing Tapu Fini in that battle, as she matches up incredibly well against them. Though I expected a Tornadus and Kyogre lead, possibly Incineroar Kyogre, my opponent decided to lead in Cinderace. Seeing that lead made my Protect Trick Room play decision much more fruitful, as I expected them to proc my weakness policy through the Protect. Ally switching the following turn allowed me to mitigate the damage Calyrex would take from their max Cinderace. This in turn allowed my Calyrex to snowball the rest of the game.
I do like how you played that. My second battle, on the other hand, had some room for improvement, so I do just want to go over a few key points there. Second turn, I said it a bunch in the actual commentary, but targeting Terrakion over Whimsicott with my taunt was just a bit foolish. My logic there was to prevent another taunt from Terrakion, and I just kinda hoped Whimsicott didn't have Trick Room or anything. Whimsicott running Trick Room is relatively common though right now, and Whimsicott in general is a really strong support, so it was the obvious choice. Additionally, on the turn when I protected Amoonguss and my opponent switched in Kartana, Spore was the more optimal play. Protecting doesn't do much for me, as Whimsicott isn't going to KO Amoonguss, and Terrakion has to sleep, so protecting was just a wasted turn. It would have been better to Spore the Whimsicott slot, as even if Whimsicott didn't switch, I'd have taken minimal damage. And then while the one turn sleep for my opponent at the end of the game was unfortunate, at that point in the match, I didn't really deserve to win, so I'm not too mad at that really. You should never be relying on luck or potential misplay from your opponent to win you the game.
The RNG mechanic of Pokemon can honestly decide battles in a single turn. For example, the crit onto my Rotom in this last game. I did not favor my matchup into my opponent this battle. Zacian does well with screen support, and seeing my opponent's team, I was sure they would accomplish this with G-Max Lapras. Though my opponent did lead Grimmsnarl instead. The Grimmsnarl and Zacian lead I felt was a much better lead than what I brought. A first turn fake out and double up from Zacian had me worried. But I made my play with the thought that most Grimmsnarls I've been facing recently opt out of using Fake Out, which my opponent did not have. Though it's a risky play, I had no good switch into the double up, and if any Pokemon on my team can be sacrificed turn 1, it is Pheromosa. Though I didn't Trick Room the first turn, if Pheromosa went down, I was confident in a Trick Room play the following turn and taking it from there. My opponent's Grimmsnarl set kept me on my toes as well, tricking my Focus Sash away on the turn Trick Room went up. It allowed an easy KO on Pheromosa the next turn. This, though, wasn't too concerning, as I was waiting for the free switch in on the Calyrex to take advantage of my Trick Room. The middle of the battle went about as I expected. The opponent Zacian positioned himself well to stall out some attacks, allowing him to also position his Rotom Heat into a favorable endgame. I wasn't confident in my damage output in the end with the Zapdos Rotom 1v1, but I had the advantage of moving first to pick up a possible crit, which was what actually won me the game in the end.
Yeah, that crit and the Electric Web miss, I think, are what tied that up for you there at the end. Though that's not to say your play wasn't solid, but luck was definitely on your side that time. I think that's going to wrap us up for now, though. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you liked the video, and stay tuned for more Stat Techs.